and Justin, already low on SCVs, has to bring out some of his SCVs to try and hold off this attack, and it's just not going to work. So it looks like he is going to survive this attack, but he just lost a ton of SCVs there. In the meantime, Ryan probably has about at least 4 times the economy that Justin does, if not more. And there's just no way that you can really come back from that if the other player knows what they're doing at all. At least Justin kind of handed to him, giving it a good try, trying to drop things out there, but just not working exactly. So a brilliant gambit by Ryan, I have to say, in the beginning, going out there and using those cannons to try and hem in Flower. And also what they did is they provided for kind of backup to make sure that Justin could not support Flower in the beginning. And that's basically what happened. Both Cool and Ryan going in with Zealots and Lings to finish off Flower, and Justin was too occupied with the cannons that had been put outside of his base. He couldn't get out to try and save Flower, so Flower went off. And then, of course, Justin brilliantly going and dropping on Cool, who for some reason didn't have any forces anymore. I'm not sure why Cool had so little to so little going for him, I guess, at that point. But he didn't have much going on, and I guess he's been basically pumping out Lings instead of drones. And so when that happened, he didn't have a lot of drones, and so he didn't have a lot of economy or hatcheries. So and his troops were obviously on the far side of the map, so he can bring them back in time. So Justin taking out Cool, and then once it turned into a 1v1 game, though, Ryan had his Dark Templar out already, and things just Justin just too far behind to catch up. And I hate to say it, but it is only kind of a matter of time here. Just kind of waiting for Sangho to whittle things down at this point. I gotta give Justin credit for his tenacity, though. He is getting a base in the bottom right corner there. I guess it's possible that no, never mind. I was gonna say it's possible he could come back, but I really don't think there is any possibility that he's gonna be able to come back here. He's just too low on economy. He's just lost a ton of SCVs again. And now, yeah, this is what Sangho needs to do. He needs to keep Justin from expanding and use his superior military to keep him from expanding, because it's going to be hard to get up that ramp, as he saw before. It's going to be hard to break into his base, but if he can starve him out, that's going to be a lot easier than actually breaking all the way into his base and taking him by brute force. Yeah, this is what he's going to go over here and moving up the ramp to block those SCVs so they can't get away. And Justin trying to bring all of his tanks back. He was trying to slowly push in on Sangho, but now he's going to have to bring all of his tanks back. SCVs having to run away there. And in the meantime, though, Ryan actually has... I was saying it would be difficult to take that ramp, but Ryan actually has taken that ramp. All of his forces flooding into Justin's base now. And Justin putting up a good fight here, planting down those tanks. But once those Templar get in position, it's gonna if Ryan can get some good storms off, then that's gonna be basically it. The Templar getting shelled a little bit. Oh wow, the Templar getting shelled to death before it even got a storm off. So Justin still fighting to stay in this game. I'm hesitant to say that he has a chance, though. Again, just kind of too far behind economically. He just lost again almost all of his SCVs. So, you know, there's not a whole lot that he can do at this point. Fighting with that SCV and a medic, and the last few tanks are going to be able to chase off those Dragoons for the moment. But now he can't really get out to that expansion that he had made. I think he had to fly his command center off over the water for a minute there, so he's not going to be able to land. Basically, there's just too much pressure on his expansion now for him to land. So basically, he's only mining out of the base on the left side of his base, and that was a nice mine taking out a few zealots. But it's just not going to do any good in the long run. And yeah, that was a real exciting game, though. And by the way, this was eSTRO is going to take this game, actually, and it's kind of interesting that in this matchup, the second best 2v2 team is going to end up taking out the best 2v2 team statistically. eSTRO, sorry, OGN actually won the first 2 games of this series. So as I was saying, this is a must-win situation for eSTRO. So eSTRO being represented by Sangho and Cool. So now that Sangho is going to win this match, then it's actually going to make so that eSTRO does stand a chance in this matchup. Then the next matchup, I forgot who is taking part in the next matchup, but whoever's fighting next is going to have to then win again to bring it to an ace match for eSTRO to have a chance at actually winning the whole set. So important win for eSTRO at this point here, and I feel kind of bad for rambling again because the game's not over yet, but it really kind of is. There's not really a way that Justin can come back here at this point. He's doing a lot of drops. He's really delaying his demise really well, but it's just, I mean, if you've ever played a game of StarCraft where you only had one base and your opponent had 3 or 4 or 5 bases, then you know that it's just insurmountable unless your opponent is some kind of noob, you know, like me for instance. But it's, you know, a player like Sangho, I think that's really the reason why Cool and Sangho have made a good team. Like I said before, Cool basically sucking with every other 2v2 partner that they put him with, and never really accomplishing much until they put him with Sangho. Sangho, though, is a relatively decent player. We've seen him in some of the early levels of the Star Leagues recently, doing a pretty decent job, and so he pretty much carrying that team, is what it seems like. And and Justin building, I think, what is his 4th science facility this game. He keeps building them and then floating them out, and so he keeps having to build them again because they keep. And wow, somehow Justin getting a little bit of a drop over there on one of Sangho's bases. But yeah, as they're showing right there, his right flank completely. Oh, and now Sangho has carriers, and really, there's not a lot Justin can do against carriers. He doesn't have the income to deal with carriers, that's for sure. And so Sangho finally going for the killing blow and getting the carriers out. And it looks like Justin trying to get some Charon boosters out and trying to get some Goliaths out, but it's just not going to do enough good, because then he won't be able to build any ground forces that are capable of killing off these Dragoons and what have you. So luckily for Justin, Sangho has not been doing very well with his storms, at least, and it's been kind of letting him survive longer. But just kill him off already! Jesus Christ! Just go in and finish it. Go in and finish it. And I say that Sangho is a decent player, but he's definitely got a lot to prove before I can consider him like a good player. As you can see, he's taking this long to finish off Justin. He really shouldn't be taking this long, honestly. And Justin fighting hard. Gotta hand it to him on that. Justin, by the way, I think it's very interesting that he is on statistically the best 2v2 team. And finally, Justin GG's. Finally admitting defeat. Wow. So, Sangho pulling out the win. Barely managing, well, not barely, but managing to hold off the constant harassment and tooth and nail fighting from the corner by Justin, and Justin just barely not able to hold it out there. So congrats to the second best 2v2 team in the Pro League for defeating the first. I don't think that this means that they're the best now or anything like that, because Cool sucks and Ryan only slightly sucks, or only partly sucks. But we'll see how they do in the future. Maybe if they can score a few more kills, might change things around, in my opinion. Alright, thanks for listening, guys. And again, remember, check out sc2gg.com. Alright, talk to you later.